Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Well, I was going to film outside, but I was sitting here and I was watching my drama video back and I'm waiting for it to get done. I have all my thumbnails done on the 2 videos that I made today and stuff. I didn't really film a lot today. I filmed a drama video and then I did a garden tour with my neighbor across the street. And then I came in and I was watching my drama video back and I just got this like massive headache. It's like really, really bad headache. And so I was like, you know what? Bradley just came to the top of the stairs. Whenever he hears me talking here, he always comes to the top of the stairs. Well, hi, honey. You want to tell everybody that you've been outside about 15 times today. You've had your dinner, you've had treats, you're feeling much better, you were running all around, you got to see Mrs. today. Wait, he's coming down the stairs. I can't. Where are you at? Well, you're not upstairs, you're coming down the stairs. Are you on the landing? Where are you at, Boo Radley? So yeah, I was just like sitting here and I got like this massive headache. I've had caffeine today. Oh, you know what? I did not take my allergy medicine. That might be why. Well, I'll take it when I get done with this. But anyway, so I was gonna sit outside and I was gonna film the front porch today. And I thought, you know what? I think I'm just gonna sit inside and film and wait for these videos to get done. Because both of them, the drama video is almost done and my garden tour has, it says 10 minutes left. So we'll see, and then I will post those as soon as they are done. You guys will probably get to see the process of me posting those. Today, in all honesty, I stayed up very late last night watching TV. I'll get to that in just a second. Surprise! I stayed up late last night. Surprise! That's gonna be my thumbnail right there, if I can remember. Minute and 50 seconds. Surprise, that's what I'm gonna call the video today, surprise. You guys are like, how do you come up with titles for your vlogs? I don't even know. It's just something random that I think of or a line that I catch in my vlog when I'm putting it together. But anyway, yeah, I stayed up till like 5:30 last night and I started watching this show last night, which you guys, many of you recommended to me, and I was like so in it to win it that I was like, if it's not nice tomorrow, then I'm gonna just film my vlog. I'm not gonna film any other video. Oh, there he is. I'm not gonna film any other videos, and then I'm just gonna binge watch this show. And I felt great last night when I went to bed. Felt good when I got up today. I don't know where this headache came from. It might be from my allergies. But anyway, so I got up today, and I got up a little bit earlier than I usually do because I was gonna go to the pool. My neighbor took off all day today to go to the pool. Last night, I walked for a little bit, again, very short period of time, and we did not go to the pool last night. I was like really, really tired and she didn't even text me. And so I think she may have texted me and said she was just gonna go today. I can't remember, but anyway, so we did not go to the pool last night. I also thought that it was gonna rain because it started to rain when I was vlogging, but by the time that I was done vlogging, it like had stopped. And so it didn't really rain last night much at all. But it kept on looking like it was gonna rain and I was afraid to like walk for, you know, like a long period and whatever. It just wasn't like a great night for a pool night last night. But anyway, so Alex and I, well, I'll get to that in a second. We'll talk about today first. So I got up today kind of early and when I woke up, she had texted me, I read it on my drama video, something like, it was like at 8:35 she got up. Cause she was gonna go to the pool at like 9 or 10 and she was gonna read up there. Because she was so excited. Last year she got this waterproof Kindle and so she was going to read at the pool until I came up there at like 12 or 1 if I wanted to film a video or something. I was planning on going up there from like 1 to 5 and then coming back and filming my vlog. And so I got up. I can't remember what time I set my alarm for, but I woke up like earlier than I usually do. And I like reached over and like looked at my phone because I wanted to see if she had texted me, see if she was going to the pool. And she had texted me, which is weird because I usually don't ever like, that's how excited I was to go to the pool today. I usually like take Boo Radley out, do my prayers and meditations. Oh, I might have to end up finishing this because Alex just texted me that I thought he was gonna be out later. It's so funny because he keeps on doing this stuff, but then he like comes home early. Like, on my way home, babe. He did a IV, one of those IV things that he does, and then he and his friend that he went to do after work, and then, I mean, it is early. It is currently 5:53 p.m., and the temperature, I just looked it up, is 80 degrees. he went and did one of those IV things with his friends. I don't know how long that takes. I thought it took like an hour. Maybe it only takes like 20 minutes. But then they went next door and they had like a drink. And now he's on his way home. I thought he would be home at like 8 or 9 tonight. I actually joked with him when he told me last night. I said, so what time will you be home? Like 1 o'clock in the morning. He's laughed. He's like, no. He's like, we don't do that anymore. We don't stay out that late anymore. But I honestly didn't think that he would be home this early or I wouldn't have started the vlog inside. So when he comes home, I'll go outside and finish the vlog. By then, these videos will be ready to post. So, but anyway, so I usually, like, when I get up in the morning, I, like, take Boo Radley out, and then I do my prayers and meditation, have some coffee, and then I ask myself, you know, are you ready to start your day? But today, I, like, reached over and grabbed my phone, and I noticed that I had, a text from her, and so I like put my reading glasses on, and that's when she had texted me at 8:35. It wasn't 8:35 that I got up. I didn't go to bed till 5:30 last night. I think it was like 11:30 or 12:30, or no, it wasn't 12:30. It was like 11:30 that I got up, and she had said, "Lovely day for a pool," and I said, "I know," because I got up and I looked outside, and it was really cloudy outside, and it didn't look pretty. And then I looked at the weather, and it was like 78 or 79 when I looked at the weather. It's actually gotten nicer. So she said she wasn't going to the pool. And so I was like, well, she's not going to go to the pool and it's cloudy and it's not pretty outside, then I might as well film videos. And so I did some stuff around the house and was like folding towels and stuff. And then I was like, I don't know. I have like this whole list. It's so interesting because I don't think I followed my list at all. Oh, I didn't put on here what videos I was going to do. I just made my list of videos. And so I was like, okay, what drama video do I want to do today? I had like this beauty influencer thing that I saw. Okay, my video is like, the thumbnail's coming up. Well, I already made a thumbnail for it, so this is just like where it catches it. I have this like beauty influencer thing that I saw in the Beauty Guru chatter, them talking about it. And like a lot of people were talking about it, and I don't know who this beauty influencer is, but people are always asking me to talk about new people. And so I was like, well, I mean, it wasn't like a real serious topic. So I thought, well, maybe I'll make that video. I also had a video. I saw somebody made a video about David Dobrik. I was going to watch the video. It was like about Jason Nash and David Dobrik, and it was called Life After David. David Dobrik does not interest me in the least, but kind of the downfall of Jason Nash kind of interests me. I don't know why. I think maybe kind of because we're close in age, and I don't know. There's something about the story of Jason Nash that's kind of interesting to me. Maybe because he dated Trisha Paytas. I don't know. But anyway, so I was going to maybe do that video and watch that video. But I put this thing up on Instagram last night, like ask me people, and I'll do an unpopular opinions video. So I did an unpopular opinions video. It went an hour and a minute long. I thought it was going to be like 20 minutes. It was like an hour and a minute long. I had a lot of fun filming it. And so I filmed that. And then I was like, I'm just going to do my vlog. And I came downstairs and I took Boo Radley out. I take him out like after every video I film. Or if I film like, you know, every half an hour doing it. Why is it going out of focus? Every half an hour to an hour I take Boo Radley out. And so I took him outside and it was like, it had gotten really nice outside. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll go to the pool. And I came inside and I was sitting down here and I was like rendering the drama video because I had like uploaded the memory card. And I got a text from my neighbor and she said, I'm outside. And she wasn't out there when I was out there. She was like, I'm outside watering plants if you want to do the garden tour. And we've been trying to like figure out a day to do it and like what day and whatever. And she was like, I'm out here, you know, whatever, if you want to do the garden tour. And I said, can you give me 5 minutes? And she was like, yeah. So I went outside and I had my camera and everything and I was ready to do it. And as soon as I walked outside, it was like 4 houses down from her. 3 houses down from her in the back. They were cutting down this tree and like pushing it into like the shredder thing or whatever. It was like, it was so loud. And so I said to her, I think it's going to be too loud for us to film because people aren't going to be able to hear you explaining the plants and the flowers and stuff like that. She gets so excited about the plants. The garden tour, it's interesting because it's like a very short version of like every other day. Like I'll walk over there and she'll be like, oh, I just got this new plant and I'm going to put it in this, you know, and she'll tell me what it is and whatever. And so I wanted people to be able to hear what she was saying on the video. And so she said, can you do tomorrow? And I said, well, I said I usually do my weight loss update on Thursdays, but I can film it tomorrow and then I can just put it up this weekend. And she said, okay. She was like, we can do tomorrow afternoon. She's like, I'm gone in the morning, but I can do tomorrow afternoon. And I said, that's perfect. So I went back inside, and I got back inside and I was sitting down here, and she texted me and she said, okay, they stopped. So I went back out and we filmed it. They started up at some point, like when we were filming it, and I think they stopped real quick. I don't remember. But anyway, so yeah, so I filmed that video with her, and then when I came in, I was pretty sure Alex would be gone at least until 7, and so I was like, I'm gonna film a Peterisms video, I'm gonna do a booktube video, and then I got inside and I sat down and I was like, I think I'm just gonna just watch this video back and then do my vlog. And then when I started watching my drama video back, my head just started, it's feeling a little bit better now that I'm just kind of sitting here talking. But I don't know, maybe it was that I was just sitting here laser focused on the computer and my eyes were hurting. I don't know, but so yeah, interestingly, thinking about my eye's been really, really good since last week when I had my eye exam. She said everything was fine, and she told me she wanted me to take the entire round of the antiviral, so I did do that. She told me I think she told me to stop using the eye drops. I used them one time that night, and then I haven't used them since. But yeah, my eye feels great. So that's been my day so far. I really haven't done a whole lot. I'm really, really excited about tonight. Because it's cooler, so I'm gonna take a walk, and I plan to walk for a while tonight, and then I may end up going to the pool. I may ask her if she wants to go because it's kind of turned around and it's a little bit nicer, so we might. Alex and I last night, we watched, he got us Thai food, and I made some Morningstar chicken nuggets, not a lot. That's what I had last night. And a thing of cottage cheese. And then we watched Schitt's Creek. We watched 3 episodes. We're on the last season, because the episodes we watched were Ted. If you haven't watched Schitt's Creek, this is going to ruin it for you, but I mean, it's been out forever. So, well, the breakup, I'll just say that. We watched the breakup scene. We watched where Jocelyn works in the store. What was the other episode that we watched? It's the planning of the wedding is where we were. It's the final season. It's we're down to the very end. Oh, where Moira gets offered to come back on the soap. We watched that. I feel like this is all the same episode. Stevie suggests how to expand the hotel. Anyway, we watched 3 episodes of it. I love watching it with Alex. We just laugh, and we laugh over the same things. And so then he was like, I'm really tired. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to go to bed. And I said, okay. And so we went upstairs, and then as soon as we got upstairs, he got on TikTok, and I said, I thought you were going to go to bed, because I said I was going to lay down and take a nap. And he was like, well, I was. Did we watch something last night? Oh, no, because he was like, let's watch The Housewives. And I was like, we don't have any Housewives yet, because it's Tuesday night. And so I said, that's why we watched Schitt's Creek. And so he was watching TikToks, and I said, I thought that you were going to go to sleep. And he goes, well, I'm going to look at some TikToks first. So he put his AirPods in, and I laid down and took a nap. And then I woke up. I had a really, really good nap. And I woke up, and I will say, last night, I went to bed at 5:30 in the morning. And partly because I didn't want to sleep all day, and I sleep really, really deep and I take my medicine. But I'm actually charting it, too, now in my little, see, here's my little journal thing that I've been keeping. Oh, this is my workout journal. Hold on a second. They're both black. This is my 2025 diary. You can see that I'm keeping up in all of it. So I've been noting in here when I take my sleep medicine and when I don't, because I don't take it every day. And the last 2 nights I have not taken it. Now, 2 nights ago when I took it, or I didn't take it, the first night that I didn't take it, I always struggle falling asleep, but I fell asleep pretty quickly and I slept fantastically. Last night, I really struggled falling asleep. And I take Boo Radley out so many times during the night, when Alex goes to bed, while I'm watching TV and stuff like that. He'll come down here every hour and I take him out, but he's doing this thing now, I don't know why. It's when I'm coming to bed, and I'm struggling to go to sleep, within that first hour, Boo Radley gets up out of bed, he starts going down, so I have to take him outside, then he comes back, and then he walks all over the bed. I think he knows that's when Alex is getting ready to give him his medicine or something, and he gets treats with it. I don't know what he thinks, but he's just real antsy, real early in the morning. And then Alex, I've already taken him out, then Alex takes him out, and then Alex gives him his medicine, and it brings him back to bed and gives him a treat. And then he goes back to bed. He sleeps right. He won't go back to his little bed, his purple bed he sleeps in at night. He goes back up to the pillow and he sleeps next to his pillow or Alex's pillow. And then I just kind of like pet him while I'm falling asleep and stuff like that. And then he sleeps pretty soundly. But the early morning when I'm going to bed, like, he is really, really antsy. I don't know what's going on with him. And he's just staring at me right now. Well, hi, honey. Did you hear yourself being talked about? You did? Oh my God, I saw this thing last night on Instagram, and it was this woman petting her 20-year-old dog, and she was like, it was just like this little Instagram reel, and it was talking about like her petting her dog and how soothing it is, and her dog's 20, and I was like, I hope Boo Radley lives to be at least 20. He said, what are you talking about? I'm gonna live to be 25, 30, 35, 40. He's so cute. He's just like looking downstairs, and he looks at me, and he looks down the stairs. He's waiting to hear his dad come through the door. Sometimes he hears him and sometimes he doesn't. If he's standing at the top of the stairs, he usually hears him come in. If he's like on the bed, he doesn't usually hear him. So I got up last night. Oh, I know what I watched last night. I was like, I was going to start a new show. So I had The Bachelorette to watch last night, but I wasn't really in the mood to watch like reality TV. I just wasn't. I was going to watch like 2 episodes of The Sister Wives, 2 or 3 episodes, and then I was going to watch... Oh, I forgot about this graphic novel that I read the first one and I had started the second one, and I didn't love the second one when I started it, and so I've kind of been like reading a page here and there. It's called Check Please. It's the second one. Remember about the hockey players? I love the first one. The second one, it's real slow getting into, but I read a little bit of that last night. So I was like, I don't know what to watch, and ooh, that got on. I was texting Nikki, and Nikki was watching Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and she loved those books, and she even said it was really, really boring. Then she was watching my reaction video to it. She's like, I don't know what to watch. And then she was watching live streams of Big Brother, and we were texting about Big Brother. And then I started watching this movie called... Alex just got... He's coming in right now. I started watching No Way Up, which was the shark movie that I picked. So if you guys don't know, I have a shark movie club now off of my Peter Watches TV channel. And it's just called the Shark Movie Club. And so this week's movie was No Way Up. And so I started watching it last night, and it was about these people that are going to Cabo San Lucas, and it's like the governor of California's daughter and her 2 friends, and then the plane goes down in the ocean. It's literally like all my fears in one, because I don't like flying over the ocean. The plane goes down, it breaks into like a million pieces, then, not a million pieces, like the side opens, and then people are flying out of the window of the side, and then the plane's going over this cavern, and then sharks are coming in, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to get to the top of the water, and then like these rescue people are looking for them. You guys, I have to be honest with you, like, any shark movie scares me, no matter even how stupid it is, but this movie really, like, I'm going to do a video, and like, I'm trying to like rank them honestly compared to like other shark movies I've seen, but this movie made me so panicky and so scared. Like, I really was kind of freaked out about it. And I mean, it's like they're in a plane in the bottom of the ocean, and hello?
Hello.
Are you on the phone?
Yeah.
Well, hold on, I'll stop. He's on the phone coming in. So let me get off here, and then I'll go out to the front porch. No, it's okay, I'll get off. And I'll get these videos up, and then I'll go out to the front porch. Okay, hold on, I'm getting off now. Okay, I'll see you guys outside. Okay, I'm back. It's really windy outside. I don't know when the wind picked up, but it is really windy outside. I don't know if it's... I think somebody said it was supposed to rain. It got prettier earlier in the evening. A lot has happened since I stopped earlier. Oh my gosh, now I'm like, did I delete the first part of this vlog? I don't think I did. I'm not going to stop and see if I did. If I did delete the first part of this vlog and I go back and look, then I will refilm the beginning of it over, but not the 20 minutes that I filmed. I think it was 20 minutes. Not the 20 minutes that I filmed. I'll just be like, okay, there was a part that I filmed here, and then I'll just put that at the beginning of it. If I did, I was sitting inside in front of the computer, and then Alex came home. He was talking on the phone, but he got off the phone real quick. He's like, okay, you can film again. I was like, no, I'll just go outside. You can relax in here and whatever. A lot has happened in the last... probably 15 minutes. I got up my drama video. I got up my garden tour video, my neighbor's garden, my Peter Does Stuff channel. Took my allergy medicine. I got a Diet Dr. Pepper and some ice in this beautiful hibiscus cup. And Alex took out the trash and was hanging out with Boo Radley. And now he changed, and now he's relaxing. And I'm finishing my vlog. And we're going to see what the weather is right now. because hopefully it's not going to rain. It says something is not working. Okay. It's 80 and cloudy right now. Let's see hourly what it says on here. It just says windy. It doesn't look like rain at all. 7 p.m. Sunny. Cloudy, 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 cloudy. What's the rain? Oh, tomorrow it's like partly sunny. Oh, tomorrow it's supposed to be like, oh no, wait, that's the next day. Oh no, tomorrow it's supposed to be in like 84. Let's see what tomorrow, it's supposed to, I feel like I've had stuff on the shirt all day long today. Tomorrow it is supposed to be 83, partly cloudy skies. So tomorrow could be a pool day. It keeps on saying it's gonna be cooler, but then it warms up. Like Friday it says 77. I think it was supposed to be full sun on Friday, and now it says partly cloudy, all 70s through Monday. Tuesday 80, Wednesday 80, Tuesday 82, 83, 86 next Saturday. A few passing clouds, so Saturday might be a pool day. Next Sunday, mainly sunny. Mel and I just decided, I'm going to announce this in one of my videos, that we are going to skip the live book club. We're coming up with, we're skipping the live stream for the True Crime Book Club for August because we're down to the wire with like the Sundays that we have left. And one of the Sundays is Alex and I's anniversary. It's the 25th. So that would leave us the 11th, which is this next upcoming Sunday. And that doesn't give people enough notice. And then we have the 18th. We have the 18th and the 25th. 25th is our wedding anniversary. Well, our wedding and first date anniversary. First date, 16 years. Our wedding anniversary, 13 years. So I don't want to do it on that day. So that leaves us really the 18th. And so I texted her and I was like, do you want to like do it on the 18th or do you want to skip this month? I said, how do you feel about skipping this month? She's like, yeah, let's just skip this month. So September we will do the July, August books, and then after that we will do every month again. And then we are also coming up with the September books right now because I want to announce that like on the 15th if I can. Close to the 15th as I possibly can. So people can get it from the library and stuff like that. Now, I had some coffee earlier, but I'm having this Diet Dr. Pepper in hopes that maybe caffeine and the allergy medicine will... My eyes are itching a little bit too. It must be my allergies. The allergy medicine and some caffeine will help my headache go away. I really didn't eat a whole lot yesterday, except for like those... Well, they weren't chicken nuggets. They were, you know, obviously plant-based chicken nuggets. And that cottage cheese, that was really all I ate yesterday. So, I might need to eat something too. That might be something that I need to do. So I watched that movie last night called No Way Up. The acting wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. It wasn't the worst movie in the world. It wasn't the greatest movie in the world. But I think as a shark movie, I'm going to do a full reaction, obviously, in the Shark Movie Club. But I thought it was pretty scary. So if you want to watch it, and you can hear my recap later, I'll do it probably on Saturday. I think I'm going to try to do them on Saturdays and call it like Shark Saturday or something. No, it's stupid. But I will be doing that later this weekend. So you still have time to watch it. It's an AMC original, so it's on AMC. If you have AMC. I'm sure there's other places that you can watch it too. But anyway, it's about this plane that goes down in the Pacific. They're going to Cabo San Lucas. It's like three friends, and one of the girl is the daughter of the governor, and her dad's like real protective of her, and so she has like this bodyguard with her, and it must be pickleball night because they're going down there with the pickleball stuff. It's kind of a windy night to play pickleball, I think. I actually looked at the court. So I tell you guys this. The last time I was at the pool, which was when when was I at the pool last? I don't even remember. Which was when the guy from the Villages was up there. They weren't supposed to move back from the Villages. He told me that last summer. They were renting their condo out. So you're not supposed to rent your condos out in here. I don't know. Maybe that's part of like what happened. You're not supposed to you can't Airbnb it. Because we like at one point thought we would Airbnb this place out. You're not supposed to that's part of like that's a violation. You're not allowed to like rent them out to people and stuff, right? And so they were gonna I don't know why they told anybody. I don't know why they didn't just have it was like their nephew. It was like in the family. It wasn't like some stranger. But their nephew was like moving here for work for a year. And so he was gonna rent their condo out. I mean, I think that's a little bit different than an Airbnb, you know, and stuff. I mean, I have no investment. I don't know these people other than, I mean, I've seen his wife. She rides the low bike around the neighborhood and she picks him up from the pool every once in a while. But other than that, like, I have no investment. I don't know these people at all, except for the times I've talked to him in the pool. My neighbor's at the end of the drive. He's at the end of his driveway talking to somebody that's walking. I can hear them talking. That's why the dog keeps on barking. But anyway, but he told me last summer, he was like, he's real funny. He told me he was 89. Was that yesterday? That must have been yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday, wasn't it, that I went to the pool? But anyways, like, last summer he was like, yeah, the wife told me that we're not coming back. We're done with this place. We're moving to the Villages for good. He's always talking about the Villages and how much he loves the Villages, and he does men's aerobics at the Villages like twice a week. And he's like, it's just so much fun. Like, 30 older gentlemen in a pool dancing to aerobics music. He like loves it. He's funny, but he's like a nice guy. But like once you get him talking, like that's why like if I'm sitting in the pool, I don't like really look at him, because once you catch eye contact, like it's on, right? But last summer he told me they were moving to the Villages and they weren't moving back because they were going to rent out. There's another pickleball person going to the pickleball court, or maybe there's something going on. Doesn't look like she's got a pickleball racket with her. Oh, he was talking to my neighbor on the corner. Because they live across from each other, they were talking because he just walked inside. The gardener, I did my garden tour today with her. I told you that. Her husband is part of the pickleball league, but I don't think he plays they do it 3 days a week now because there's so many more people that joined. Anyway, I was at the pool the other day. He told me last summer that they were moving to the Villages for good in Florida, that they love the Villages. And the wife told me we're moving to the Villages for good. We're not coming back to this place after this summer. And then they moved like in July or something last year. And he loves the Villages. He goes on and on about the Villages. Now that I know more about the Villages, it cracks me up. If you don't know anything about the Villages, I talked about it last summer, but look it up. I didn't know anything about it until Caroline. Caroline and I were in the pool the first time we ever talked to him, because he kept on saying something about his son, how rich his son is that lives in Naples. He was going on about his son. And then he was like, yeah, we have a place in the Villages. Well, I didn't know what the Villages was. And so as soon as like we left, Caroline was like, do you not, or he left, Caroline was like, don't you know what the Villages is? I was like, no. She's like, it's literally the biggest retirement community in the United States. It's like I watched this documentary about it. I've watched a lot of stuff, read articles. It's like 3 counties in Florida. And at one point had the highest rate of STDs in the country. It's a retirement community, okay? People are like party and do drugs in there. It's like crazy. They have all these different like groups and things you can join. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Like hula dancing to like Jimmy Buffett night. I mean, they have like everything in this community. Everybody drives golf carts. And so there's like a lot of swingers. And so like whatever you're into, like you like upside down pineapples on your doorstep and whatever. I don't think this couple, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but she definitely doesn't. She doesn't definitely look like she's the type that would be into all that. And he can barely get out of the pool. So I'm just saying, I'm like, I just don't think they're into all that. But anyway, he loves the Villages. So they rented out this condo to their nephew, and I didn't think they were coming back. And then it was a couple weeks ago, we were at the pool, and he came up there, and I was like, she dropped him off the first time, and then the other times they have this one of those low bikes, you know? It's like a bike, but you sit way back in it, like in a, recliner chair. And she rides around the neighborhood. He just rides it to the pool. It's so funny because he probably lives, like, if I stepped out in the street, I could see their condo. I mean, he's probably like 5 condos down. Well, they're on the corner on this other side of the street. So, corner, 1, 2, 3, they're the 4th condo down. So, I'm literally probably, I mean, it takes me maybe a minute and a half, maybe a minute to walk to the pool. And he's 4 condos down. And he, like, puts on running shoes and socks and like shorts and a t-shirt, rides the pool, goes in the bathroom, changes into a swimsuit, and then he has those shoes that you wear like in the ocean, you know, when you don't want to get your feet hurt. He wears those rubber shoes, the pool shoes. He changes into those. It's this whole routine he has to do before he even gets in the pool. And then he just kind of like walk swims. Like it's hilarious. It's cute, but it's hilarious. So anyway, I don't know what happened with the Villages, but they're back. I haven't asked them because I should. I know it would make for good content on a video content. I'm a video creator with content. Talking to my neighbors would make good content because that would be a good story, right? But, and he loves to tell stories, but in all honesty, like, if I was up there with, like, my neighbor or somebody else like that, then I would, like, get into it with him. She cannot stand talking to him. She's like, no, like, she's like, because he'll say stuff to her like, well, what's a pretty girl like you doing in a neighborhood like this? You're a pretty young thing. What are you? She's like, he's a weirdo. He's not a weirdo. He's real nice. But, so anyway, he made some comments. She got a new bathing suit, and he made a comment about her bathing suit, and that was kind of like what weirded her out. She was like, no, I'm kind of like, he weirds me out. I'm like, he's harmless, you know? Anyway, I mean, he can hardly even walk down the stairs of the pool. And so anyway, but I was telling my neighbor across the street, because we were talking about like how when she first moved in here, how different she is now. I'm like, yeah, she's getting on everybody at the pool. And she goes, oh, so she's turned into her grandma, which I thought was so funny. I can't wait to tell her. And it is getting kind of dark outside. It looks like it's going to rain, but it says it's not going to. And I was like, yeah, she's in control of the pool now. She's like, she's you know, telling on people and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, well, she shouldn't tell on people. She just takes care of it while she's there. She told me the other day, she goes, if anybody's giving you a hard time, just text me. I'll come up to the pool even if I'm not swimming, and I'll deal with it. So anyway, when I was at the pool the other day and he was up there, I think the nephew must have moved out and they came back or something. I don't know what's going on. The wife does not look happy about being back here. But I went over to go look at because you can see, like, from the pool, like, there's a deck. You can see a wooden deck where they, like, grill out and stuff sometimes. You can see the tennis courts that are right behind there. I've shown you guys before in video. And so I went and I looked at the tennis courts. Tennis courts look perfectly fine to me. I don't know what, they're still talking about it. They're still talking about the tape, ripped up, the paint. They look beautiful. I mean, beautiful. They look like they were just painted yesterday. I don't know what they're talking about. I have no clue what they're talking about. And apparently they closed down the courts because of until they finish their investigation. That's what they put out, right? Until they finish their investigation of what happened. When we already know what happened. We already know who it was. Okay, it's just like, and everybody knows who it is. And everybody's acting like they don't know who it is. Which is so crazy to me, right? And so, what's so funny to me, though, is, like, he's so nice and he's so likable. It kind of cracks me up that he was the one that went up there and tore it up in the middle of the night. I love this guy. He's so nice. And, but anyway, I looked at the courts. I was like, what's wrong with them? So they closed them down. But then that was the night. Do you guys remember when I was vlogging? And then the women were walking up there and they put something in his mailbox. And it must have, I don't know what it was they put in his mailbox, but it must have done something to do with the pickleball league. Because he didn't go up there on principle. He was pissed. And they had closed down the courts. Well, they went up there anyway, and then I think it was like the day or two after that, I was talking to somebody that's in the pickleball league. Her friend is in it. She's the one woman that two women just walked by, but she was the first one. Her friend that she was, when I had pancreatitis, that they both cleaned out the walkway, which was so nice. I talked to her, and she's real, like, sweet and demure and kind of keeps to herself. And I said, I heard they kept the pickleball courts, or they closed down the pickleball courts. And she's not, like, this woman's not a gossip at all. And she was like, they did. And she was like, but we decided that we were going to use them anyway. And I'm trying to be real straight-faced with her, you know, because I don't want to, like, because if, you know. And I was like, what do you mean you decided to use the pickleball courts anyway? And she goes, well, we just kind of, like, decided that, I mean, we all pay to use the courts, and it's summer, and this is the time to play pickleball, so there's nothing wrong with the courts, so we're going to play it, and we're not going to fight the fight anymore. And I was like, okay. But apparently some people are choosing to fight the fight. But the way that they're choosing to fight the fight is that they're just not playing pickleball. And I'm like, well, you're not, like, you're losing that way by not playing pickleball. So I don't know what's going on with the pickleball courts. But the pickleball courts is a huge deal. And then next month, there's an election. They just put out, they emailed us all the minutes from the last, oh my God, I should read this to you guys. They put out the minutes from the last meeting, which was my neighbor across the street. I think it was her last meeting. Oh, no, because that would have been the end of July. So August is her last meeting. And, I mean, all this stuff, you guys, that they are like, there was like this hole, like in the drain, coming right down to our house. They put this big cone up, and there was like this hole in the drain, and something was like when it rained, it would like, do you know guys, when you go down the street, you drive down streets, and you see like the water coming out of the drain? Okay. Well, it was because there was like a hole or something in the street. I don't even know what it was. But then they had to like decide how much money they were going to put into fixing this hole, because It's a public street, but it's in a private neighborhood, so they have to fix it. I don't even understand it, to be honest with you. I'm just like, take the money out of the HOA. When we literally have $500,000 in there just sitting there, right? For stuff like this. This is why we have that reserve, but then they never want to use the reserve, you know? Like, that's what kills me. So anyway, it's just all this stuff, but now, apparently, the president wanted to step down, but now she doesn't want to step down. But when she decided that she wanted to step down, this other lady, who was the one that I said just give her the job, she was like real excited because she's like, this is my chance to be like the president of the HOA. She's wanted to be the president of the HOA forever. Apparently, I didn't know this. Apparently, you have to sit on the board for so many years before you're on the. You can apply to be or you can run for the president. She's been on there for a long time. The last time she didn't run, and so she decided to step. Okay, she wasn't on the board. You have to like take time off the board. So she was off the board. Somebody moved, and so they needed to fill the spot, and so they asked her to fill it. I don't know how this all works. I'm confused by all of it. But now so when this woman said that she didn't want to be the HOA president anymore, this other woman who's like the landscaping manager, she was like, well, I would love to be the president. She'd be a great president. I mean, and it's not just because, like, I make jokes about her, like, walking up here with, like, the clipboard and stuff, which is true. She did do that. But she would be on it. Like, she's in it to win it about this neighborhood. She knows everything that's going on. I mean, she would be great as the HOA president. And she wants to be HOA president. Let her be HOA president, you know? But now I guess the other president decided she doesn't want to step down anymore. I mean, it's just like this kind of craziness. And then everybody's talking about it on the street. I mean, this is like big gossip on the street. It literally feels like a fall day today. So anyway, that's the HOA drama. But it's so funny because when I woke up today and I came out here, well, my neighbor had texted me. And so I came out here and it was cool. It was breezy. It wasn't like this. It's pretty windy right now. But it was breezy. And it was funny because then after that, I like looked on Facebook after I did my prayers and meditations and stuff. I had some coffee and I looked on Facebook and I already knew I wasn't going to the pool because it was like this. It was like gray and it was like the clouds are dark and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it looks like an early October day out, like a warm October day outside. And why do I hear like raindrops, but it's not supposed to rain? But anyway, I was looking on Facebook, and it was like literally every picture was people their kids starting school today. Which I think, why do they start school in the middle of the week? Is that to do like a half week? I don't know. But anyway, I feel like every picture I looked at was like kids getting ready for, or like leaving for school. Which is so interesting to me because I was kind of joking about it on my drama video, but I thought it was really sweet. All these people's pictures and stuff like that. It was really, I don't know, it was nice. And it's so funny because so many people that I know, like I'm good friends with, their kids are like leaving for like their first day of senior year. And I like remember when they were pregnant and it feels like it was just yesterday. It's crazy that I'm that old that I think that way. But what was also interesting was a couple guys that I know that are like 5 years older than me have like kids starting first grade. And I was like, all the time I always feel like, hey, how are you? You got one shoe with no sock and another shoe with a sock. What is going on? Oh, it's a compression sock?
My ankle kind of hurts.
Aw, how are you doing?
I'm falling apart.
You are not falling apart.
I'm doing okay.
It's good seeing you.
Yeah, good seeing you.
It's kind of fallish outside, isn't it?
I like it.
You like it?
I like it. About 70, right?
No, I looked. It's 80.
Oh, okay. Still humid. But
Yep,
not bad.
it is humid.
Better than it was.
I was going to ask him about his grandkids starting school because I think the first one started kindergarten today, the oldest one, but I didn't want him to start saying names and stuff like that. But, you know, I always like, it's so funny because being on YouTube, like, I'm obviously older than I think 99% of the people that are on YouTube. So in that arena, like, I always kind of feel like I'm older, but the majority of the people that I hang out with, like Alex's friends are all like, I would say between like 35 and 40, like all 35 and 45, except for like our joint friends, you know? Like Melissa is a couple years younger than me and Jason's older than me. And Aaron and Eric, Aaron's Alex's age, they're the same age. And Eric is like a year younger than me. You know, like Tanya, Valerie, all my friends are like around my age, you know, or a little bit older than me. And so it's interesting because, like, in my personal life, I don't think of myself as, like, really old. Like, I just don't at all. You know, like, Caroline is still doing, like, all kinds of... I mean, she was yesterday at this pool party for a friend, and her friend was, like, turning 60, and they were, like, having a blast. All this kind of... Maybe she wasn't 60. I don't know how old she was. But anyway, they were having, like, a blast at this pool party and stuff. And it's like, I feel like I always... I think maybe it's because of being on YouTube and I'm older and, like, you know, every once in a blue moon I'll get, like, a real, like, ageist comment, you know, like, grandpa, blah, 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 whatever. But then it's like, I was seeing these pictures and I was like, I literally, in a different world, could have a first grader right now. I mean, these guys are 5 years older than me. I know that. I mean, they're, like, close to 60. And, you know, they're just had kids and, you know, maybe their wives are a little bit younger. And so they have a 6-year-old, you know, and I'm like, in a different world, like, they were my age when their kids were being born, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, like my dad, when my dad was my age, they were talking about possibly having kids. Well, he was older than me. When he was like 60, they were talking about possibly having kids. And so, I don't know, like, it's weird to me that I always, like, I think having my mom, like, pass away when I was younger, and she was younger, and I compare a lot to, like, you know, she was 64, and I'm 52, you know, and like I said to Caroline the other day, it's like how many summers you have left, and whatever. But the reality is, I'm not old at all. I mean, that's just the truth. I mean, I know that to people that watch my drama videos and stuff, they're like 25, like, I probably seem old as hell. But in the real world, I'm not that old at all, you know? I mean, I have friends of mine in recovery that are, I mean, in their 70s, and neighbors of mine in my 70s that are so young at heart and, you know, and young looking. I mean, friends of mine in their 70s that, I mean, they look like they're in their early 60s, you know, and they're real healthy and stuff like that. So, I mean, 52 is not old at all. I don't know. Like, I think sometimes I feed into that a little bit more, you know, interestingly enough. So last night I watched that movie. The movie was good. It made me very panicky. It was funny because I was texting Nikki while I was watching about how scary it was, and she's like, when I watch movies that take place underwater, I always hold my breath. But I did have my feet up on the chair because I was real nervous. Then after I got done with that, I was going to watch... Okay, so... I don't know if anybody will remember this. I should look it up right now. Years and years and years ago, they did, it was when I was working in treatment, because I can remember them in treatment watching it. And it was a TV series that they did on The Shining. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And it had, people keep on asking me if I've watched Shining Girls 2 and Apple. Yes, I watched it and I loved it. But it was with a guy that was like a famous actor from another TV show. And it would have been, this is 1997, so this could be it. It looks like the guy. Yes, it is this. This is it. The Shining Horror, 1 season. Who's the actor? Steven Weber. Who is Steven? What show was he in? From back in the day. Wings? There was something. Oh, he was in Single White Female. I remember that. Oh, Jeffrey. That movie, Jeffrey. But you guys remember? Okay, so how do you watch this? Because I was going to watch... Then I was like, well, wasn't there a TV show about Salem's Lot? Because they, on Facebook, on this group that, like, keeps on showing, I'm not even part of this group. It's, like, scary movies. And they keep on, like, hinting out about a Crystal Lake TV series that's a spinoff from Friday the 13th. But I think it's fake because I Googled it and they're like, no, it's, like, in production. But it's, like, been supposed to have come out for 5 years. And they keep on hinting at this Salem's Lot TV show. And I'm like, when is this TV show coming out? And I think it's completely fake. But I was like, didn't they do, like, a reboot of Salem's Lot? It was, like, a miniseries, like, 3 parts. Because wasn't, like, Needful Things? I watched that years ago. And I was going to watch Salem's Lot, the miniseries, and, like, Needful Things. I've seen the original Salem's Lot, like, a couple times. I love it. I think it's really scary when the kid's, like, scratching on his windows. I'm real into scary stuff right now. And so I looked at that Salem's Lot. It's with Rob Lowe, you guys. I was like, I don't think this is going to be any good. If anybody's watched it and it's good, let me know, because I found it last night. And then I was going to watch the Harper's Island that people recommended. And I was like, So then I was like, let's go in and let's watch the trailer for Dark. Because so many people keep on recommending Dark to me. So at this point, this was probably at like 2 or 2:30 in the morning. I was trying to figure out what to watch. Let's go in here and look at this Shining thing first, where you can watch it. Shining TV series watch. I remember the men in treatment were like watching this, not where to watch. The miniseries. Amazon? Oh, you have to buy it on Amazon? If anybody knows, it's a 3-part, 1997. Where to watch? Let's see. This is a thread on it. It includes commercials as well. Somebody links it on here. I don't trust all that. Oh, somebody said our babysitter recorded this in 1997 for us when I was 9 years old and we watched it 3 days in a row. I was scared in my bathtub for a week. The link still works in 2023. No, it says the item is no longer available. Anyway, if anybody knows where to watch at, let me know. I would love to watch The Shining, the miniseries. And if Needful Things is good, let me know, and I'm going to watch that too. I don't remember if I liked it or not. I feel like it was about like a curio shop or something like that. So I watched the trailer for Dark last night. Now, I think I watched like the first 10 minutes of the first episode like months ago when people recommended it to me. So while I'm watching the trailer, I'm like sitting there in my chair, right? Made my cup of coffee. I was real excited about whatever show I was going to watch. And so I'm sitting there and I'm watching it. And I'm like, I keep on like going in like that, right? Got my reading glasses on, all that kind of stuff. By the way, when I could watch my iPad a little bit when I didn't have my contacts in, but I keep my contacts in, and then at like halfway through the show, I'll like go take them out, and then I don't have to wear my reading glasses. But what I have to do, you guys, is I have to wear my because the iPad is still like this far away from me, so I can see it, but it's not super clear. So I have to wear my glasses with my reading glasses over it. So what did my eye doctor call it? Double stacking or something like that. So anyway, I started watching this, and I was like, is it dubbed? I think this is, because it like had like subtitles on it, like of dates, but then it was dubbed. Now, I don't really mind dubbed shows. Like, I know people that are like, I won't watch them. I mean, Alex watches everything with closed captioning on it, because he loves to watch everything he watches has closed captioning on it. So, or has the, what do you call it, the subtitles. I do not mind subtitles. I don't mind watching a show that's dubbed. If the voices are good. Like, if the show is dubbed and the voices are really, really bad, I cannot do it. And so I started to watch it last night, and at first I was like, I think the last show, actually I said this in an earlier video, and then I was like, no, that's not true. I watched another show that was dubbed, and I can't remember what it was. But the last show that I remember that was dubbed that I watched was that Christmas show on Netflix. It was like 6 parts, and it was about an airport in Norway. I think it was, I can't remember what that document, it was in Oslo or somewhere. Anyway, it was this Norwegian Christmas. It was fantastic. I loved it. And it was dubbed really, really well. That was the last show that I watched that was done well. I mean, the camera stops. I'll turn on shows all the time that are dubbed, and Tanya watches shows all the time that are dubbed. She's like, it doesn't bother me at all. She's like, but she doesn't ever like sit and watch it. She's like doing dishes and cleaning pantries and stuff like that. So she only hears it mostly, right? But I'm watching it. So I started watching it last night. I was like, oh, maybe this is why I didn't watch it originally. I started watching it, and it's dubbed fantastically. I mean, the voices like really like match. I mean, it's done really well. So I got to like, they're long episodes. Each episode's an hour, and I was getting up, taking Boo out, and doing stuff. So I got to like the 3rd episode. I got halfway through the 3rd episode. I am completely hooked on this show, you guys. I mean, I don't know why it took me so... I know when I say this, people are going to be like, Peter, I've been telling you about this for months. You're right, 100%. You've been telling me about it for months. I should have watched it months ago. It is so, so, so good. I do feel like it's more of kind of like a winter show a little bit. It just got, on the 3rd episode, is where the one, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but the one kid that's missing, like the newest kid that's missing, like, all of a sudden, like, turns up and is confused. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, and so it does get kind of a little, like, science fiction-y a little bit. I knew it was going to turn into that a little bit, but I was kind of hoping it wasn't so much. But yeah, I'm loving it. I mean, I know a lot of it has to do with the power plant and stuff like that. I can't figure out yet, but I'm like in it to win it. So interestingly enough, when I got up today, and I kind of thought about this last night, I was like, if tomorrow's not a good pool day, then I'll just film my vlog. I was actually going to film my vlog today at like 2 o'clock, and I was just going to binge watch that show the rest of the day. Because Alex told me that he was going to this IV thing. I thought he wouldn't be home till 7. Oh, actually, I asked him, I said, you guys, like, why did you go so long or whatever? And he was like, no, he was like, we just did the IV thing and then we were just going to have one drink. He was like, I told you I wasn't going to be home that late. I'm like, I think you missed us. He was like, I was kind of ready just to get home and put my pajamas on. So, anyway, so I don't know what we'll watch tonight. We'll probably watch, tonight I'm going to be up late binge watching Dark. If you're up at like 3 o'clock Indiana time, you'll know we're on watching Dark. Oh, Big Brother's on tonight too. So I'll watch Big Brother after it comes on. It comes on at like 1 a.m. And then I'm going to watch The Bachelorette tonight, but I might watch that earlier, like before I take a nap. Then Alex and I will watch Dubai tonight, and then we'll watch Orange County's on tomorrow night. What else do I have? Sister Wives. I'm like having to force myself to watch an episode of Sister Wives a day because I'm really, really struggling getting through Sister Wives right now. Where's my weekly TV list? Dubai we'll watch tonight. Orange County we'll watch tomorrow night. Oh, I have Below Deck Mediterranean, and I have The Bachelorette and Plathville to watch. I might, last night when I started Dark, because I was like, I need to watch these shows to keep up on them, I was like, maybe I'll just watch these reality shows this weekend, but this weekend I'll probably find another show that I want to binge, you know? So, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch, like, tonight, I'll watch Survivor. I really do want to watch The Bachelorette, though. I might watch that earlier because I really want to find out what happened last week because her old boyfriend shows up on the show, wants to be part of it. I keep on saying The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. And I really want to find out what happened on this week's episode. So I'll probably watch that tonight before I take a nap. And then when I get up, I'll watch... Well, we'll probably watch some shows tonight, too, before I lay down. And then I'll watch, what do you call it? I've been trying to get up my vlog before I lay down and take a nap. I've been uploading it on my phone so it'll go quicker. So, before I go to bed and lay down, because I don't want to, like, post it at, like, 12:30, because I know people like to watch it before they go to bed sometimes. So, I'm trying to get it up earlier. But when I get up, I'll probably watch Survivor and then get back into Dark again. I'm so excited to watch that show. I could have binge watched that show all day today. And if tomorrow is nice, I'll go to the pool. If not, I don't know. Like, I feel like I've been so dry. It was so funny because somebody put a comment yesterday and they're like, Peter, I know that you love vlogging and you like to do this for people and whatever, but if you need to take a day off here and there or whatever. I don't necessarily feel like I need to take a day off. And I just want to say I really appreciate that. I don't necessarily feel like I need to take a day off, but I never feel like I need to take a day off. You know, like that's part of the problem. Like Alex has said to me, like, I think it would be good for you just to like maybe like pick a day, like a Wednesday or Thursday, you know, like, I mean, on Sundays I usually slow down a lot because I spend time with him and Boo and stuff like that because he's home all day, you know, whenever we go to brunch. I mean, I'll film my vlog, but other than that, I don't usually film a lot on Sundays. But he's like, I think it would be good for you to like take a day off during the week, like a Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or something when I'm not around the house, you know. That you can just enjoy the day yourself reading or whatever. And I struggle with that because like if it's a day like today and I can't go to the pool, I'm like, there is going to be a day that I want to go to the pool. But then on the days that I go to the pool, I'm at the pool and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go home at a certain time and I'm going to film videos. I love it because I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's like, I very rarely ever feel like I just do not feel like filming today. Like, I just don't at all, you know? I very rarely feel like that. I'm not going to say that there aren't days that it's hard for me to get started, but once I get started, I'm kind of in it to win it, you know? Like, I mean, today, like, if Alex had texted me and said, okay, we're I'm not going to be home until 8, I probably would have kept on filming. And even though I kind of was like, when I came inside, like, okay, that's it, I'm just going to film my vlog and whatever, I probably would have convinced myself to, like, do a Peterisms video. I haven't filmed a BookTube video yet in August, so I've been wanting to do that. I think I don't know, I just, you know, it's funny because it is a job, but it doesn't feel like a job. You know what I mean? Like, it's a job that I lucked into, and I feel so blessed that people like to watch me, and I don't know, take whatever it is that you love to do, whether that's gardening or whether that's, you know, crochet, like Mel loves to crochet, I mean, or, you know, cooking or whatever, and imagine if every day for the rest of your life you got to get up and do what you love, and then you got paid for it on top of that, you know, and have people say such kind, nice things to you. And I mean, it's sweet. I mean, it's sweet that people are like that, but it's a sweet deal. It really is, you know. It's like, I never thought this is what my life would be. So it's not even like, I mean, there's days that I'm more tired than others, whatever, but you know, like, I've always kind of had that mindset ever, you know, I mean, not when I was using and stuff, but since I've gotten sober, I've just always been kind of like, I can sit here and not do anything for an hour, or I could film a video. Why not? I mean, not like about videos, but about anything, right? Like being productive. Like, I could sit here for an hour, or I could read this book, or I could sit here for an hour and I could clean up the kitchen, you know, or whatever. It's like, why not do that if I can, and then enjoy myself later? I don't know. But I have kind of felt like in August, like I want to slow it down a little bit. Because it's going to be, before we know it, where I'm sitting out here in hoodies and I'm talking about it's getting cold again. And I will say this, I haven't sat out here, I mean, to drink my coffee and stuff, but I haven't filmed as many videos as I thought I would out here. And I mean, it's been really, really hot and humid during the day. I haven't been, like, out here as much, like, on the front porch as I did last summer. I think I felt so, like, stuck inside for so long that when I finally did start coming out here, I felt like I wanted to watch all my shows out here, whatever. I don't really feel like that. I love sitting in the chair inside and lighting the candles and whatever. It's, like, very cozy and homey to me, and, like, going in between shows and making a cup of coffee or a cup of herbal tea. I've been drinking that sleepy time tea like crazy. It relaxes me so much. It doesn't really put me to sleep, but it relaxes me. And I mean, it's not like I couldn't go inside here and do it, but it's really hot and sticky outside. Even when it's cooler, it's hot and sticky outside. And so I've loved it. Going into this fall and winter, I don't feel the way that I did last year. Last year I can remember being like, oh my God, count down the days to the pool. And like, how am I going to get through it? And do you remember? I mean, I feel like it was the last 2 summers going into fall I felt that way. I don't feel like that at all this year. I just don't. I really have been focused, living in the moment. I feel very, very grateful for each day that I'm given to live again. And I'm just kind of taking it day by day and just enjoying my days. And I look back, and I had some fantastic days in last fall and winter, and I've had some fantastic days this summer, and it's really not about that. It's about each day that I wake up, what am I going to do with it, you know? And so I'm not really, like, it's not like fall and winter aren't daunting to me this year the way that it was last year. I don't know. I've got a lot of books I want to read. I'm actually excited about it being cooler and walking outside, because I am able to walk longer when it's cooler outside. When this heat and humidity, like even right now, this couple, I love them so much, but she's walking in a coat. I'm sitting here talking about the heat, and she's walking in a coat. I mean, like, you just heard my neighbor. He said how humid it is. It's really humid out here. When it's a little cooler outside, it's easier for me to walk long distances. And so I am looking forward to that. I also, like, I've been walking earlier, and so in the fall, or when it starts getting cooler, like, Alex likes the first hour that he's home. This is why, like, it's like this is perfect time for me to vlog, because he comes home and then he likes to lay in, I mean, he hasn't looked at TikToks or anything all day long. He loves Instagram and TikToks, right? So he just loves to lay in bed with Boo Radley and just roll through TikTok and Instagram and all this kind of stuff, right? And so this is like a perfect time for me to vlog. And if I got my videos done, and I started vlogging between, like, let's say 4:30 and 6, right? And then at 6, went right upstairs got ready while my vlog is rendering, and then uploaded it, had all my other videos done, and then walked from like 6 to 8. It still wouldn't be that dark outside. I don't mind walking in the dark, but I will say, having now started walking, and I know people said this to me too, starting walking like when it's lighter outside, I much prefer when it's like there's more people like on the road walking around, and I can go down roads that I wouldn't normally. There's a lot of roads I wouldn't go down because they're like so pitch black that I can't even see down them, and so I wouldn't go down those like roads late at night. Honestly, I mean, like when I'm sitting there listening to like a serial killer mystery, no, I'm not doing it. But during the day, I don't mind, so I can walk further distances and stuff like that. But when it's light out in the heat of July and August in Indiana, it's really humid. It's hard to walk that far. You know, I think that's one of the reasons why, I mean, earlier in the year, I was walking, but I wasn't getting chafed. I think part of it is that I'm, like, sweaty and stuff like that, you know? The compression shorts have been helping a lot, though. So I am excited about fall. I'm not so excited, like, and this is kind of where I'm at with it now. Like, I have so many friends of mine that are like, I'm so ready for Halloween and sweater weather and hoodies. I'm ready for that, too. Like, I'm excited for it when it gets here. When it gets here, I will step into it fully. I'm not like one of those people that's like, oh, God, like, everybody's excited about Halloween. No, I'll be excited about Halloween when it's here. I'm excited about it now. I'm excited now, looking forward to Halloween. I'm also excited about living in summer right now. And I think that's the thing, is just taking each moment and being excited about it as it is. I'm excited about Christmas, you know? I'm excited about going into 2025. I'm excited about next year when the pool opens. I'm excited about this fall and sweater weather and all that kind of stuff. But I'm also excited about tomorrow. And so I can be excited about Halloween and fall weather, and I can still also live in the moment. I think that's something I didn't get for a long time, you know, that I was always constantly like looking forward, and I wasn't like I was very rarely looking into, I was very rarely looking into, I just waved up my hand. And our camera went off on my phone. That's the neighbor with the dog, Lassie. I said in a video the other day something about, I don't know if she still has that dog, and then, like, as soon as I got done vlogging, she was, like, walking that dog down the street. She, like, walks, like, twice, and then she, like, walks it twice and whatever. But anyway, the dog pulls her down the street, but she's so sweet. She's the one that has a hard time hearing. I think that's one of the things that, like my goal of living in the present, I check myself a lot on it. I really do. And I'm, like, looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to that. I'm like, just live in the moment right now. You know, like looking at all these scary shows and Halloween shows last night. It's like picking movies for Peter's Movie Club. I have a lot of movies that are like specifically like scary movies that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna save this for Halloween. Then I get excited about Halloween. But I'm like, okay, but I'm also very aware that when Halloween's here, I mean, this is so stupid to even say, but like when Halloween's here, summer's over. Like, I want to enjoy summer while I have it. You know what I mean? And not like borrow tomorrow and borrow a month from now. Like, Halloween's gonna come when Halloween comes. I'm gonna enjoy it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's also different for me too, because like not having kids and stuff like that, it's like I think so much of our world rotates around like school, going back to school, kids being off for the summer, fall breaks, things like that. Well, when you don't live in that world, you know, even Tanya to some degree is kind of like ruled by that, because the kennel is like full, like in the summer when people are like, I mean, she's full year round now, but like full in the summer when like people are going on vacation, spring break. I mean, she has like 5 weeks that she's like, I can't do anything because it's spring break. For the next 5 weeks, we're going to be like packed, you know? And fall break, winter break, you know, things like that. And so Tanya even still kind of lives in that mindset, because her business like kind of circles a little bit around vacations and when people like are doing family vacations. But other than like the pool opening and closing, that for me is really the only thing, you know, the weather. And I'm not, like I said, I have on my list, I think Stacy said this, I have on my list to have the fireplace people come out here this month. I've got to do that, because she's so right. Like, I need to have them come out here and fix it this month while it's real early. But, it's just kind of like one day into the next, you know? And like I said, I'm not like, I don't know, the last couple of years I felt like the walls were closing in on me and I was going to be stuck inside. I don't feel like that anymore. I don't at all. I don't know what's changed in me. I really don't. I think this summer, watching TV inside a lot, having my little fan on me, like really made me enjoy it. I think getting a fireplace fixed and making a fireplace at night and watching shows throughout the night. It'll have to be a small fire because it'll light up the whole room. And then, I mean, not literally, but like the light from the fire will, and then Alex won't be able to go to sleep. But I think that will be real cozy in the winters. You know, I love lighting the candles. I've gone through almost all the candles that I have. I probably have, I looked in there last night. I probably have 10 small ones, like these. And then less than 10, like 3-wick candles. Maybe like 6 or 8. So I'm gonna have to buy some candles. This is so funny I'm talking about candles because I've been waiting for this pack. You know, as soon as I said that about the candles the other day, and somebody commented and said they usually send out candles like on the 6th. I had actually looked on their website and I like messaged somebody and they said they put them out on the 3rd. So that was why I was like saying something about it. I'm excited about these candles. It's the Shy Wolf candles. Somebody sent them to me. I thought it was the owner, but I think somebody bought them for me and sent them to me. So I'm real excited about them. I'm like not dogging the service or anything like that. I just think it's weird that it's, you know, I mean, it's the 7th. But I know a lot of subscription boxes send their boxes out like the 5th or the 6th, but it didn't say that on there. It said that they sent them out the 3rd, which is interesting to me. I also looked in because I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, the battery is flashing. Let me go inside and get another battery. I didn't realize I had gone that long. I'm going to go inside and get another battery and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Ask me why when I went inside, or don't ask me why, I have these reading glasses out here. I grabbed the battery. Here's the other battery that I was using. But then I also grabbed my other reading glasses. I'm always like, I always have a pair of reading glasses in my hand, or if I have like a pocket, these are those shirts that I bought that were $80. I will say this about those $80 t-shirts, that they hold up really well. I'm not buying any. I mean, I might buy one that has like a print on it or something, but I've got enough of the plain ones now. I have like 2 blue, 2 black, and 2 white, I think. Or maybe I got 1 gray and 1 white. I don't know. But anyway, about the candle thing. The only thing I was confused about was I ordered them on the 20th, okay? I ordered the subscription box, but I also ordered like 6 candles. I spent a lot of money on this. I also ordered like 6 candles. And so I didn't understand why the candles hadn't been sent out yet. So then I went and I looked, and they said something on their, like, somewhere on their website, said something about, like, if you get the subscription box and you order candles, we send them out all at the same time. So that made sense to me, right? That they were going to wait till the 1st of the month. But then it was, like, the 4th or 5th, and I was like, I haven't even got a notification, like an email yet, that they've been shipped out. And when I had gone there to look, it said that they ship them out on the 2nd or the 3rd. And I was like, I haven't gotten anything. So when I messaged that person that day was when I said something, and I was talking to somebody. The very next day, I got an email saying, my eyes are itching, oh my God. I got a email saying that they had been shipped out. So those candles will be coming here soon. I'll probably do that haul. I'm really excited about them. They're really, really cool candles. And I can't wait to see what the subscription box is like. So anyway, but that was funny because this UPS guy just went by. And so I was like, oh, this will be so funny if I'm talking about this and the candles came by. But anyway, yeah, like I don't know, like I feel like several friends of mine are like, I can't wait till fall, I can't wait till Halloween. I can't either. Like, I'm excited about it. But I'm also excited about, like, embracing each moment of my life. And just for today, like, I'm in Wednesday, you know, and enjoying Wednesday as much as I can and all that. And if I want to take a walk. And if I'm going to walk because my goal was to walk every day this week, and I've done it so far. So depending on, I don't know how long of a walk I'll go on. But, yeah, I'm, like, excited about listening. I've got all these audiobooks I want to listen to. I'm real excited about that and walking. I'm already looking for some, like, walking shoe kind of, like, boot things to wear, like, when it's, like, snowy or icy so that I can walk at, like, I can walk in the winter. I mean, we haven't had any bad winters the last couple years, so I doubt this winter will be that bad. But I want to have, like, a pair of, like, walking shoe boot kind of things. I know I'm going to get 50. This is the one comment that this is the one thing I'm saying in the video that I'll get 15 comments about. And I'm actually, on my video that I did on my Peter Does Stuff channel yesterday where I said I couldn't, like, link my bracelet and then that Alex has to do it for me, and then a lot of people commented on that. I'm actually going to buy the thing that Valerie sent to me. I don't think it's that expensive. And then I'm going to demonstrate it on my review channel and see if it works. But I want to get some, like, walking shoe kind of, like, boot things that have, like, stronger traction on it so that I can walk in the winter, too. Because I like to get, like, all, you know, bundled up in a coat and go walking and whatever. I enjoy that. So, now that I've kind of got the walking fever, I think it'll just continue and it'll just get more and more and longer strides. I always feel so much better, even if it's just like a half an hour like it's been recently. I always feel so much better after I walk, and I sleep better and things like that. So, or usually I do. Usually I do. But yeah, the last 2 nights I haven't taken my Doxapen, and I don't know, like, to be honest with you, like, when I take it, I notice that, like, I sleep super deep, but, like, when I wake up, I'm kind of, like, I wouldn't say I'm in a fog. I just, like, have a hard time, like, waking up. Like, today and yesterday, I was, like, tired when I woke up, but I was, like, alert when I woke up. And taking it or not taking it does absolutely nothing for me falling asleep. It doesn't help me fall asleep any quicker, taking it or not taking it. So, yeah, I don't know about all that. So tonight is going to be TV show. I just asked Alex when I went inside what he's going to do for dinner, and he said he had a flatbread pizza with his wine. So he said he's not hungry. So I don't know what I'll do. I've got some stuff in there to fix. She'll go in the vlog and answer a couple questions. Let's go in here and see. Dream. This Diet Dr. Pepper is so good, and I haven't even had that much of it today. Yesterday's video was called A Crazy Day. Savannah said, I like Plathville just because I think everyone is weird AF, minus Olivia. I think Olivia's a little weird too, but I don't think it's Olivia's fault that she's weird. You know, this is the thing. First of all, when you watch it, like Sister Wives, well, Sister Wives they act pretty normal on, if you want to, I mean, if you watch it, you know, I mean, they mostly act pretty normal, other than they're in plural marriage and all that kind of stuff. Some of the things that they say are kind of weird, but, this, I will say, this one episode that I just watched was like the first instance where I kind of noticed Cody being like what people say he's turning into. Cody, up to this point, I feel like has been really pretty nice. I'm trying just to, do you see this? When people say I'm poking my eyes, I'm just going like right here because it's like itching so bad. But it was a part where they're like taking the road trip to Wyoming or somewhere, and Cody's friend that he grew up with, that is LDS, not FLDS, that is against plural marriage, wants to take him out on his boat. And Cody really wants to go on this boat. He keeps on saying, I think his name's Ken. He's like, yeah, every time Ken always says you can come out on my boat. And you can tell, like, Cody's like a kid. Like, he wants to go out on this boat. Well, when they met previously, I didn't remember him saying it this way. I don't think they showed the interaction, like when he met up, Cody met up with the people that he grew up with and stuff like that, which was interesting because all these women thought he was gay. But his one friend apparently said, you're more than willing to come back to the church, like, it would save you, but you have to, like, leave 3 of your wives behind. Basically, like, you can't live plural marriage. Christine has all been out of shape about it, because she's like, I can't believe we're going to visit him. This is actually the episode that I'm on right now. She's like, I can't believe that we're going to visit him when Ken made these statements about your wife. And Cody does not understand for the life of him why Christine's upset about it. And he's like, I think she owes me an apology and she needs to back up and all this kind of stuff. What's kind of interesting to me about it is he says 2 of the wives took it, because this is pre-Mary, or pre-Renee, Robin. I think Robin was there for it. He was like, one of the wives was confused. That was Robin. 2 of the wives took issue with it. That was Janelle and Christine. And one wife just thought it was a stupid joke. That was Mary. She thinks everything is. But what's interesting to me is that he goes back and forth with Christine about this, right? Oh, here's the woman from the Villages riding on her bike. She's got 2 of these big things up on the back of her bike, like those white sticks, and they have orange flags on them, so you can't possibly miss her if you're driving down the road. I don't know how you would. But anyway, this big contraption bike with these 2 flags flopping in the wind. But anyway, I mean, they're like 10 feet in the air, these 2 flags. Anyway, this is why when I'm sitting on the pool steps, I can see him coming a mile away because he rides the bike up there. But, I don't know why that cracks me up so much. But Cody goes back and forth with Christine on this episode. If you know what I'm talking about, okay? I felt so bad for Christine because Cody's like, she's like, he needs to apologize to me. And he's like, I'm not going to ask him for an apology. I'm like, and he really does not understand why Christine is upset. What is really baffling to me is it's really not so much, like, I didn't really think that what Christine was asking for was that much, if you wanted the truth. She was asking for his friend that he wants to go on this boat with to be respectful to his wives. And basically what she was saying is, if you can't be respectful of your wives and can't even respect the fact that you've chosen to live in plural marriage, why do you want to be with him? I get that. I understand that. I'm not comparing being gay to plural marriage. But if, like, Alex wanted to go hang out with somebody that thought that being gay was a sin and had made some comment like, if you got rid of Peter and you just were coming back to the church as a good Christian, then, you know, no. I'd be like, they owe me an apology. And I can tell you right now, my husband would stand behind me 100%. He'd say, no, we're not having anything to do with them until they address it. It was so weird to me that Cody just took this stance. And it just felt so much to me like he just wanted to go on this boat. Like, he was really, like, he refused to listen to what Christine said. And I didn't think that what Christine was asking was that out of the question. Like, let's just either not go visit him or he owes me an apology. Like, what's weird to me was it was, like, the very first moment in 8 seasons. And I don't know if they've done a good job masking it before this or whatever, where Cody really does not have his wife's backs at all. And you can see it in this moment. Christine is already questioning this marriage. It doesn't surprise me that, I think she's the first one to leave. It doesn't surprise me that she is, because like 2 seasons back, she's already like, we're falling out of love. We need to work on our marriage. They haven't really done anything to work on their marriage. I don't know. So it doesn't surprise me that she took this stance. What was I saying about that? Oh, welcome to Plathville. So, like, when you go into, like, Sister Wives, you know that Sister Wives is about plural marriage and all this kind of stuff. And so you're kind of prepared for it. Welcome to Plathville. What's so weird about Welcome to Plathville is that they started off as this fundamental Christian family, right? Didn't let their kids watch TV. All their hair was long. All, like... It was interesting to me when I first started watching it because all the kids dressed like they were Amish almost. I mean, they did. You know, Lilith, or why can I never remember her name? That one girl. She's now got a boyfriend. Apparently, they just broke up or something because she was upset about it. She got that prayer closet. What was her name? Why can I never remember her? Plath. Micah, Mariah, Ethan. It starts with an L. Plath kids. That's what I'm looking at. I feel like I'm talking to Tony Jean right now. She'd remember that. She remembers all of them. Lydia Plath. Hosanna Plath. She's not even on the show, and they have her listed. She doesn't even want anything to do with the show. Mariah Plath. I really like Mariah. I've said it since the beginning of this show. The girl needs... I mean, she's famous now in a reality show. She needs some makeup influencer to do a makeover on her. Her mascara is so gloopy, it's painful to watch. I don't even know how she looks through her eyelids, in all honesty. I mean, it's the worst. It's so gloopy, that mascara. And, but I really, really like Mariah. I like her honesty, her vulnerability, and whatever she's going through in the moment, she's real honest about. She's getting ready, I don't know if she probably did it this week, but she's getting ready to meet with, they probably already showed this, she's getting ready to meet with Olivia, and I don't know how that conversation's gonna go. She wants to take responsibility for how mean she was to her or whatever. The thing is that they grew up in this family, and then the parents switched. I mean, the mom is, like, on a houseboat in Florida, living, like, dating this guy that she almost moved in with, and the dad is still, like, not over her. It's like, and he's still like, well, the divorce isn't final, and I don't know, the dad kind of seems like he's hanging in there, but he's like, I mean, the dad is, like, there was a moment last season when I thought he was, like, being real sweet and stuff, but then it's, like, this one episode where he's, like, working out with the boys and they're all flexing their It was so weird, and the dad is so, he gives me weird vibes. And so, I don't know, it's just, like, and Ethan Plath, like, I mean, Olivia was, like, such a great wife. And this is the thing that kills me about it, right? Like, I think Olivia, like, when I said, like, she's kind of a little weird, too. Like, she's doing the best that she possibly can by having grown up. She also grew up in a fundamental Christian family, right? Growing up in a fundamental Christian family, marrying into a fundamental Christian family, she has very liberal views. We know that. She talks about it on the show all the time, right? And then Ethan pitted his family against her. And that was the worst ever. Like, I can't even imagine being, like, in a family like that whatsoever, you know? And, The thing for me, though, is her even questioning, like, I think this season she questions getting back together with him or whatever. Like, he said to her, like, this is how I want to raise my kids. And she's like, so we can never have kids together. And he was like, not unless you change these belief systems that you have. Like, why would you ever want to stay with somebody like that? And then he's like, can't we fix that? Well, you don't want to change anything. And Ethan would rather live at home and play guitar with his brothers and sisters, and they all live in a house of 20, than be married to his wife, Olivia. And she knew that. But now Olivia's like going out to bars with her sister, who also grew up in this Christian family, and she's trying to get normal. So she is going to come across as a little bit weird. The thing is, out of all of them, Olivia's the most normal, right? What's so inspiring about Olivia, and like she would make her great spin-off show by herself, is you're getting to see the reinvention of Olivia in real time. Like, that's what I love about Olivia. But the whole storyline, are her and Ethan going to make it? Girl, I'll tell you right now, unless Ethan gets on camera and says to Olivia, I take back everything I said, I'm a changed person, I put my family before you and I shouldn't have because you're my wife. And, I mean, he tried to, but then he just couldn't, you know. And, like, I mean, he said to her he didn't want to have kids with her. I mean, like, you talk about heartbreaking, right? Like, Ethan, you talk about weird, Ethan's weird to me. So, that's what I think about, that's what I think about the plots. I'm bored of it. They're trying to, like, hold on to the show, because I think it's the only paycheck they have. They're trying to hold on to this show, and, like, they're all living in, like, different states. Well, now all the kids are moving back with the dad. It's just, and, like, Micah, who's, like, this is weird. Micah, who's living in Florida, and has this girlfriend, and is living in South Florida, and doing all this kind of stuff down there, right? Like, he says something to Ethan about, well, we could just all move back in here to the house. And I'm like, with your girlfriend that's a real estate agent in Florida, you think she wants to do that? Like, what is going on in this family? I mean, I understand being close to your family. Maybe I don't get it on that level because I'm an only child, but, like, y'all, none of them seem that close to him anyway. Like, Ethan hasn't talked to his mom, like, in months because he takes such issue with the divorce, right? But he doesn't take any issue with his dad. He doesn't even want to give his mom a hug, hardly. I mean, he gets out of the car and gives her a hug, and she starts crying because she's like, I didn't think that he would want to hug me. I mean, it's so weird and sad, and it's like, this is what's so weird, is like, when you watch this, it's like, these are the families that, like, it's like on Sister Wives. Like, they don't hug on Sister Wives. They're never affectionate to anybody. I'm not just talking about Cody and his wives. I'm talking about anybody. They're hardly ever affectionate to anybody on that show, right? And these are, like, Christian, loving families. And they don't even, like, none of them seem close. Like, you all believe in family values, but you don't love each other as family. You don't treat each other like family. I mean, it's so bizarre to me. I don't know, but I'll be honest with you. If it's bizarre and I don't get it, but it's interesting, I love to watch it. But if it's bizarre and I don't get it and it's boring, like Plathville, I'm out. Like, I'll be honest with you. I hope I can make it halfway through this season, because Plathville is so boring. Anyway, that was a long-winded question, but thank you, Savannah. I think they're all weird, too, if you want to know the truth. Okay. I can't read your profile, I don't understand it, but it said, somebody said, quoted me and said, somebody out there respects our marriage. As a 35-year-old gay man, that really hit home, Peter. I marched on Washington as a college student in 2009 and demanded my right to marry, but honestly never really expected it. I didn't either. Now I have an amazing husband and 2 wonderful stepchildren, something I once thought wasn't possible. I live in a small rural town, but even here, most people treat us with respect and love, and it's amazing to see how far society has come. There's still a lot of work to do, but it's really heartening to see the strides that have been made. It's so true, and that's why I wanted people to understand on the vlog, like, even just comments about, like, I hope you and Alex have a great night. Like, that hits different, right? I think it's why, like, when people in the past have criticized our marriage, or it's like, first of all, I've never tried to be the person on camera that's faking it, like we're happy all the time. I mean, I've talked about how we almost headed for divorce. I've talked about how we're in marriage counseling, you know. I've talked about why we continue to stay in marriage counseling. I've talked about all that kind of stuff. Alex is in videos of mine, you know. And it's like, I still do videos with Alex, you know, and he'll be like, we'll be on vacation, he'll be like, do you want to do a Q&A? I don't even ask him anymore. He's the one that asks, right? And in it, because of Alex's personality of just like staring at a camera, you know, all these people will be like, oh my God, Alex is hilarious how he just stares a hole straight through her soul. And then there'll be like those 1 or 2 people that'll be like, Alex looks so bored, he can't wait to get out of that marriage. This is the reason why that's such a hurtful statement, okay? we're not just talking about, and not that I think there's anything easy about a heterosexual marriage or relationship, okay, because there's not. But we're a couple that not only fought to be married, not only had to fight stigmas in society to even be a couple together, to be recognized as a couple, okay? I can remember we got married before marriage equality existed, that we knew people that would say, I don't consider you guys married because it's not legal. And then we got legality, and those same people had nothing to say, and we didn't interact with them anyway, right? And there's still people to this day that won't recognize our marriage as being married. So we had to fight stigma. Okay, not a lot of gay couples stay together for a long term anyway. Not a lot of couples at all stay together for a long time anyway anymore, you know? And so we've been together, it will be 16 years in 2 weeks, and we've been together 13 years in 2 weeks. And people want to say, oh, Alex is ready to check out. My husband, if he was ready to check out, would have checked out a long time ago, and so would I. But people don't want to congratulate that and say, I mean, a lot of people do, but there's a few people out there that it's like, you can't find anything else to come for me at, so you're going to come for my marriage. Well, that's homophobic, is really what it is. I mean, you're really homophobic when you're saying that, you know? Because if you watch any other family on TV or YouTube or anywhere else, that's what husbands and wives do. They roll their eyes at each other. They joke. They make jokes about each other. We think about the old couple, the old married couple that's been together for 50 years, and he says something, and she's like, here he goes again. But Alex does it in a video, they're headed for divorce. That's homophobic. It really is, right? Instead of celebrating the fact that a gay couple in 2024 has been together for 16 years, that we have faced stigma, that we've faced times of not even being, hey, how are you? Your dog is beautiful. Face times where we couldn't even be married legally, and then got married legally. Got married before that, then got married legally, you know? And instead of celebrating that, people want to pull that down. It's confusing to me. It really is, you know? It's like when people want to question, like, mental health issues, or my weight, or my marriage, or my sobriety, you know, and things like that. It's like, there are a lot of things to come for somebody on, but, you know, it's like, I don't know, why marriage? And that's why I wanted to say in the video yesterday, thank you to all of you out there. And a lot of people will say, you don't need to say thank you about that. No, I do need to say thank you about that, because there's so many people that don't do it, that to the ones that do, I'm not talking about watching my video, I'm talking about in life, okay? That to the ones that do, to the people that say things like, I love watching you and Alex, or your couples videos are my favorite, or they send Alex some meme because I say something funny in a video. I mean, he gets memes from you guys, all little giffies and stuff like that all the time, you know? You guys are so kind to like his Instagram posts. You know, people be like, happy birthday, Alex, or, you know, happy anniversary, or, hey, hope you guys have a great weekend. Take the weekend off and spend it with Alex. Like, that acknowledges, in a very small way, but a huge way. I mean, with very small words, but in a huge sentiment, acknowledgement that you see my marriage as any other marriage. And having lived a life where there was long periods of time where that wasn't the case, it means a lot. I mean, I don't even think, like, I mean, in all honesty, like, let me see if I can, oh, there she goes again with her bike. If I can find, like, Diane, every night, like, leaves this comment with emojis and stuff. She'll always say, like, you know, you and Alex and Boo have a great night. Like, that means a lot to me, you know? It really does. And I'm not saying you guys have to. Don't feel like you have to start leaving all these comments about me and Alex and whatever. But, like, I don't know. It just means a lot to me. You know, when I'll say something like, Alex isn't feeling great, and people will be like, oh, I hope Alex feels better, you know? It's like, with no different lens of looking at us in any other way than you would look at anybody else. To me, that's the progress we had made in this world that scares me that we're losing again. That, again, we're living in a world where people are looking at people in the LGBT community as different, or as abnormal, or as weird. We're looking at it in a different lens again, right? Where it took so long for us just to be recognized for people because of who we loved, right? Like, it took so long just to get there that we're really no different than anybody else, except for the adversity that we faced. But a lot of people face adversity in life. So really the only thing that makes us different is who we love. Well, I don't know about you, other than gender, okay? But, like, if you have a sister, I mean, I'm sure that your husband and your sister's husband, your brother-in-law, are not identical. I'm sure they're not the same exact. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there that's married to identical twins, but even then, they're not like identical personalities and stuff. So everybody's different. Everybody's love is different. So then what we're saying is you shouldn't love a certain person based on gender, okay? And then it's all about control of this. And it's like, can we just respect people for where they are? I mean, meet somebody where they're at, you know what I mean? And I just want to say, again, thank you, for acknowledging my relationship and my marriage. It means a lot to me. And this comment meant a lot to me. So thank you for leaving this comment. He said there's still a lot of work to do, but it's really heartening to see the strides that have been made. I agree with that. I was watching somebody the other day, and they said, I was watching like it was an Instagram reel. I don't remember who it was, but they said, we've made so much progress, and we've taken a few steps back, but don't get disheartened, because the steps we've made are a lot further than where we were 30 years ago. And I thought, you know what, that's absolutely 100% right. That we're not going to change everybody's mind, obviously. Nobody is, But we're in a lot different place than we were when I came out in 1990, in 2024. Even if we're taking a few steps back, we're a lot further along than we were in 1990. And I hope that I can focus on the hope and the progress that we've made instead of the disillusionment and the loss of hope over what could be. I just feel like I just felt sprinkles on me. Looks dark up there. Christy said, I'm watching Sister Wives with you. Season 15 is where things start to... Oh, girl. I'm on season 8. People keep on telling me season 12, season 15. I can't wait that long, Christy. Christy, why are you doing this to me? Okay. Oh, Marissa said, I love you and Alex. I don't want to exist in a world where you two aren't allowed to be married. I'm so sweet. Love you and always stand up. You're so sweet for human rights. Thank you. And human rights are not just about, obviously, people in the LGBTQI plus community. Human rights for all, for women, for people of color, for all kinds of people are at risk in our country right now, and not just in our country. I mean, the thing is it's really at risk in our country, but when you look around the world, as scary as it is in the United States, as a gay man, I have it 100 times better, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 times better than I could have it in another country where I could be killed for being gay. Like that's the reality of a lot of places in this world. So I don't know. I have to look at things that way. Somebody said, I still have some PTSD from being bullied for years as a kid. One example, I literally had a guy that got the whole class laughing and making fun of me in front of the teacher, and the teacher said nothing. I asked him after the class why he didn't say anything to them, and he said, it's not my job. Yep, I heard that on a pretty regular basis. From then on, I thought I wasn't worth helping. See, this is where people don't understand how deep it goes. I 100% relate to that statement. I can tell you, I was probably on a pretty regular basis, every other day maybe, where somebody in the classroom got the whole classroom laughing at me, and the teachers, if I ever did even say anything, the teachers, very rarely I did, they just kind of be like, it's not my place, I don't know what to say, I'm not getting involved, I can't, I've got other students I got to focus on, it's not just about you. I mean, really hurtful shit. And I agree with that statement. I felt the exact same way. Well, I'm not worth fighting for. I'm not worth saving. I'm worthless. And that fed into the bullying, right? If you're a school teacher out there, or an administrator, or anybody, and you see somebody being bullied, step in. You don't really realize the power of just, what was the show that I was watching? I think it was like 13 Reasons Why, where the kid is walking through the hallway and everybody is so mean to him. And he says something about, I can't remember, it's been so long since I watched it, but the main character, the main kid, every day would say hi to him. And he would say, I would go through an entire day where nobody would say hi to me except for him. And sometimes him saying hi to me was the only thing that got me through a day. I can literally remember days like that, where I felt like I was invisible walking through the school hallways. I felt like nobody saw me. I didn't matter. I didn't exist. I wasn't important. Well, when I went home, even growing up in an alcoholic home, I felt like I was embraced by a lot of love. I don't know if I lived in a cyber world like we do today, what I would do with that, where I couldn't escape from it, you know, because it would go home and it's on the computers and social media and to phones and stuff like that. But I'd go home and that was somewhat of a safe place for me. It felt like that, at least. Felt safer than school, right? And I've never once ever in my life ever felt, I don't know, like for me, you take somebody to a point of feeling like they're worthless, but yet they're worthy of being made fun of. They're a joke. Nobody stands up for them. Nobody fights for them. That takes somebody to a really, really dark place where they feel like, what's the point of even being here anymore? If nobody cares about me and I'm not even convinced I should care about myself, what's the point of even me being here anymore? That's really, really scary, right? So when these things I'm talking about in videos, not just over here, but my drama channel videos and things like that, and my Peterisms videos, and I talk about this, I'm really talking about those kids, is who I'm talking about, right? That we need to fight for, or those adults. I've known grown women in work environments that felt exactly like this statement that you just said, that their entire team was laughing at them, and they look at their supervisor, and the supervisor was like, not my fault, I'm not getting involved in it. You know, it's like, you have nobody in your corner. To feel really, really lonely, I mean, is a really scary place to be. I mean, so alone that you feel like you have nobody. You know, that's why I said when I started coming on here and talking about Tanya Jean and Valerie and people be like, I've never had a friend like Tanya. I've never had a friend. You know, and I realized for so long I took it for granted, you know. Is this going to stop in a second? Oh my God, have I gone that long? I'm at 29 minutes and 47 seconds, so this is going to stop in just a second. Let me read one more comment. Is this going to stop? Hold on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me read one more comment, and then I'm going to close this down, because I've gone on a lot longer than I thought. I was going to vlog for like a half an hour today. Okay, somebody said, Peter, I am so sorry you ever had to hide who you were and who you love. It makes it that much more of an honor that you share so much with us and let us learn and love you. I really, really appreciate that. I think that's the thing about pride that people don't understand. You know, it's like, and it's not just about a Pride Day or a Pride Month or a flag or a t-shirt or a bumper sticker or whatever. It's about living that all year round, incorporating that into who you are, waking up and being proud of who you are, who you love, you know, and not backing down from that. So, yeah. Okay, this is the other show that I was looking into last night, The Strain. So Lynette said, The Strain is so good and creepy. My husband and I loved it. But yeah, if you like vampire type shows, this is one to watch. So I guess it's vampire. Oh, here's, so I'm going to watch that one. Vanessa said, Dark is amazing. The mood, the colors, and the way it's filmed is so good. It would also be a nice fall watch because it's very rainy and moody, which it is. But I'm loving it for right now. Probably because it's a little bit like that outside. So I'm going to get off here, go get this vlog rendered so I can start posting it. And then take a walk. It's probably going to be a short one again today. My face, you can see my face a little glassy from the humidity out here. And then I'm going to watch my show today. I'm so excited. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing... something just caught my eye over there. Did you see that? I was like, some bird just flew into that tray. It was like this big black bird. Anyway... I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Wednesday. You made it halfway through the week. There was no Cousin Fun Day today. Did I tell you guys that? Because Caroline had this birthday party and she had to get a bunch yesterday, but she had a bunch of stuff she had to do today. I'm glad, though, that she got to go to this birthday party on this day that it was beautiful yesterday. So she had a bunch of stuff she had to do today. So we didn't get together for Cousin Fun Day. We're not doing this week. So I just told her, I was like, don't even worry about it. She got a girls trip next week, so we're not doing next week either. So I was like, I can get my stuff done. But anyway, you made it halfway through the week. So I hope that you're having a magically amazing Wednesday. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.